Peggy 16.
Immortal Realms gameplay is this empire-based overworld mode where you're traversing the world and you're exploring while capturing provinces and utilizing the buildings in these provinces to establish an economy of yourself. You can recruit units, you can find items and find important things for yourself, find small bosses that you can fight.
When you're on the overworld, most of the time you'll be running around and capturing provinces. Capturing a province is like the primary mechanic of actually building your empire. And so in the overworld we have a bunch of different actions you can take with a lord, and it sort of depends on what province you're in. So if you stamp into a new province, you can claim it, and then if it's a city, let's say, you can either choose to feed on the population there to gain some extra blood, or you can choose to upgrade the province to have it like grow faster or have a higher population limit or such. Or if you find a unit recruitment building, you can recruit new units to your armies. And it sort of depends on what building you find. We have a lot of different buildings in the game that just lets you, well, do different things, I guess. You can get new cards, you can get items for your lords, you can equip them with to make them stronger, you can recruit new units, get more blood income, get an overview of like what's going on in the game. So you'll be running around a lot, claiming provinces, then recruiting new lords, getting new armies, and just like expanding.
There are certain provinces that have new upgrades. These upgrades will have a special effect on your army once this army interacts with that province. An example would be that the army, upon ending the turn in that province, would gain an extra action point. Another effect would be that units recruited in that province would get more experience upon recruitment.
If you're fighting in the campaign, you will have one central lord that the game surrounds, and that lord will, depending on battles and how they interact in the game, what kind of provinces they take, or if they manage to buy cool stuff for themselves and so on, they will gain experience. And these experiences are kind of like a tech tree in the old school kind of strategy games, where you'll be able to upgrade your lord or increase your economy and do a variety of things.
Each lord track their own level, so they start at level 1 and end at level 10. And as you level them up, they unlock new traits, so they get stronger in different ways. And as you level a lord up, you can also choose to unlock new spell cards, and you can upgrade some spell cards and do that sort of stuff, so they actually become stronger in combat that way as well. Your clan also levels up. You have legacy points, as we call them, so that as you play the game, you gather XP, you have a little bar, your clan levels up, and then you can open that up and it's a whole tech tree where you get to choose your way of playing this clan. Do you want to focus on some more economy upgrades? Do you want to focus on like, let's make the lords really strong? Do you want to focus on let's get better units into play? Or do you want to make certain stuff cheap to do, perhaps? You know, different avenues of approaching gameplay, I guess.
Shrines are capture points on the battle map that will offer your units bonuses upon capturing them. These bonuses grant your units special abilities, like restoring mana on a kill or lifesteal, and can help you turn the tide in a battle.
Right, so there is definitely a certain amount of depth in the combat where the player will most of the time have a lord. You could fight with separate units as well, but most of the time you will carry a lord with you into the combat. And each fight there will be a certain passive effect that kind of drives your lord, and if you follow that effect's kind of goal, you'll be able to achieve bonuses or buffs throughout the battle, which is a quite interesting addition for me because it kind of guides you in a way that this could be a potential way of playing if you wanted these buffs, and if not, you don't have to.
We're always looking for the feedback from our players, and based on that, we can improve the game. I think that it's very valuable to work together with them, and we want to continue doing that even after the release of the game.